Welcome to the Finance Wisdom Summaries. I will teach you to be rich. Introduction. Would you rather be sexy or rich? Ramit Sethi kicks off his book by drawing a parallel between managing money and managing weight. Just as people gain weight gradually after college, financial issues also creep up over time through small, seemingly insignificant decisions. He argues that most people don't need excessive information or complex strategies to get rich, but rather simple, actionable steps, much like weight loss often boils down to eating less and exercising more. Sethi criticizes the tendency to debate minutiae in personal finance, such as obsessing over hot stocks or tiny interest rates, which often leads to inaction and feeling satisfied without actually achieving results. A significant barrier to financial progress is infoglut, where an abundance of information leads to decision paralysis. He emphasizes that the media often contributes to this by focusing on sensational headlines and irrelevant topics to generate page views rather than providing useful advice. Sethi also addresses the victim culture, where individuals blame external forces, politics, baby boomers, etc., for their financial struggles, instead of taking personal responsibility. He asserts that while socioeconomic factors and luck play a role, focusing on what one can control is paramount. The core messages of "I will teach you to be rich" revolve around the 85% solution. It's more important to start taking action and get things 85% right than to strive for perfection and do nothing at all. Conscious spending. The philosophy is to spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut costs mercilessly on the things you don't. This means prioritizing spending on what truly brings joy while ruthlessly cutting back on non-essential expenses without the need for restrictive budgets. Boring investing is profitable. Long-term, low-cost buy and hold investing is the most effective way to build wealth, even if it's not sexy. Play offense, not defense. Instead of passively reacting to financial situations, actively seek to optimize accounts, negotiate fees, and strategically manage money. Define your rich life. Sethi encourages readers to clearly define what rich means to them personally beyond just monetary figures, and then use money as a tool to achieve that life. Practical daily application: identify your minutiae. Take a moment to reflect on areas of your financial life where you might be overthinking or debating small details instead of taking action. Are you constantly researching the perfect investment fund instead of just starting to invest? Challenge your invisible money scripts. What beliefs about money did you absorb growing up? For example, do you believe credit cards are a scam or you can't save money? Recognizing these can help you overcome them. Start small, start now. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect amount to begin. If investing $1,000 a month feels overwhelming, start with $100. The key is consistent action over time. Define your rich life. Take out a piece of paper and write down what your ideal rich life looks like. Be specific, even if it seems small. For example, take a taxi instead of a bus once a week, or order appetizers without looking at the price. This provides a clear goal for your financial efforts. Chapter 1. Optimize your credit cards. This chapter emphasizes taking an offensive approach to credit cards, much like Ramit Sethi's father's tenacious negotiating style. Sethi argues that while many view credit cards with fear due to scary statistics and headlines, they offer significant perks if managed responsibly. He highlights that credit cards can provide free short-term loans, easy spending tracking, warranty extensions, rental car insurance, and valuable rewards points. The key is to avoid carrying a balance, as high APRs, annual percentage rates, can lead to substantial interest payments. A central theme is the importance of understanding and improving one's credit report and credit score, FICO score. A good credit score can save tens of thousands of dollars on loans for major purchases like cars and houses. Sethi advises checking credit reports annually for free at annualcreditreport.com and obtaining FICO scores from myfico.com for accuracy. The 6 commandments of credit cards offer practical steps for optimization. 1. Pay off your credit card regularly. On-time payments account for 35% of your credit score and are the single most important factor in improving it. Automated payments are highly recommended. Missing even one payment can significantly drop your credit score, increase APR, and incur late fees. 2. Try to get fees on your cards waived. Call your credit card company and ask to waive annual fees or service charges, especially for rewards cards. 3. Negotiate a lower APR. Contact your credit card company to request a lower interest rate, citing your good payment history and competitive offers from other cards. This can save significant money if you carry a balance. 4. Keep your main cards for a long time and keep them active. A long credit history positively impacts your credit score. Set up small automatic payments to keep inactive cards from being canceled. While closing old cards might seem detrimental, it generally has minimal long-term impact if you have good credit and helps simplify your financial system. 5. Get more credit only if debt-free. For those without debt, increasing your credit limit improves your credit utilization rate, amount owed divided by available credit, which accounts for 30% of your score. 6. Use your credit card's secret perks. Many cards offer hidden benefits like automatic warranty doubling, car rental insurance, and trip cancellation insurance. These can save hundreds or thousands of dollars. Sethi also addresses invisible money scripts related to debt, such as rationalizing spending, normalizing interest payments, or blaming external entities. He urges readers to take responsibility and create a plan for debt repayment, emphasizing that knowing the exact amount owed and a payoff date turns debt from an emotional problem into a solvable math problem. Notes for daily application. Check your credit score and report. Immediately go to annualcreditreport.com to get your free credit report and consider myfico.com for your FICO score. Look for any errors and understand your current standing. Automate credit card payments. Set up automatic payments to ensure your credit card bill is paid in full every month. If you have debt, automate the largest affordable payment. This is crucial for improving your credit score and avoiding fees. Call your credit card company. Use the provided scripts to negotiate down your APR and ask for any fees to be waived. Even if it doesn't work every time, the potential savings are worth the short call. Understand your credit card benefits. Call your credit card company or check their website for a list of hidden perks like extended warranties, car rental insurance, or travel insurance. These can save hundreds or thousands of dollars. Tackle debt head-on. If you have credit card debt, list out every card, the total amount owed, and the APR. Decide on a payoff strategy, snowball or highest APR first, and commit to paying more than the minimum payment. Chapter 2. Beat the banks. The focus of this chapter is on optimizing your banking relationships to maximize interest earned and minimize fees, effectively beating the banks at their own game. Sethi challenges the common perception that banks are intimidating and unchangeable, drawing on his Indian negotiating background to encourage readers to assert control over their accounts. He highlights how traditional banks often rake it in through various fees and low interest rates on savings accounts. He advocates for opening high-interest, low-hassle accounts, particularly emphasizing the need for a separate savings account to mentally compartmentalize funds and prevent unnecessary spending. He also explains common marketing tactics banks use to trick consumers into sticking with unfavorable accounts, such as offering free checking with hidden conditions or promoting complex premium accounts. The chapter provides practical scripts for negotiating with your current bank to get fees waived. Notes for daily application. Review your bank accounts. Look at your current checking and savings accounts. Are you paying any monthly fees? What is the interest rate on your savings? Research online for high-interest, no-fee alternatives. Open a separate savings account. If you don't have one already, open a separate high-interest savings account for specific goals, like an emergency fund, vacation, or down payment. This helps with contra spending and psychological separation of funds. Chapter 3. Get ready to invest. This chapter demystifies investing.
making it accessible even for those with limited funds, $50 to start. Sethi directly confronts common fears about investing, arguing that it is the single most effective way to build wealth over time. He introduces the ladder of personal finance as a step-by-step guide to prioritize financial actions, starting with basic accounts and moving towards investing. Key investment vehicles are introduced, including the 401k and Roth IRA, and the importance of maxing out contributions to these retirement accounts is stressed. The chapter also touches upon robo-advisors as a modern, automated option for investing. Sethi advocates for simple, automated investing strategies rather than trying to pick individual stocks or time the market, which he argues is often futile for individual investors. He emphasizes feeding your investment accounts consistently and setting up automated transfers. Notes for daily application. Open a 401k and Roth IRA. If your employer offers a 401k, ensure you are contributing at least enough to get any company match, as this is free money. Simultaneously, open a Roth IRA, which offers tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement. Even starting with small amounts is better than waiting. Set up automated investments. Schedule automatic transfers from your checking account to your investment accounts, 401k, Roth IRA. This ensures consistent investing and removes the temptation to spend the money. Research low-cost index funds or ETFs that track the S&P 500 or total stock market. These are low-cost, diversified, and generally outperform actively managed funds over the long term. Chapter 4. Conscious Spending. This chapter introduces the concept of conscious spending, a core tenet of Sethi's philosophy. It's about strategically allocating your money to spend lavishly on what you truly love while ruthlessly cutting back on things you don't care about, all without the need for a restrictive budget. Sethi contrasts cheap people who cut costs indiscriminately and often feel deprived with conscious spenders who make intentional choices about their money. The chapter outlines the 4 buckets of money: fixed costs, savings, investments, and guilt-free spending money. It also discusses using psychological tricks against oneself to save more effectively and how to handle unexpected expenses. Crucially, Sethi provides strategies for making more money, acknowledging that while cutting costs has a limit, earning potential does not. Notes for daily application. Track your spending for a limited time. Instead of a strict budget, track your spending for a month or 2 to understand where your money is actually going. This helps identify areas where you can cut back without feeling deprived. Identify your love and don't care categories. Based on your spending, list the things you genuinely love spending money on, example, travel, certain foods, hobbies, and the things you don't care about, example, expensive coffee, unused subscriptions, and impulse buys. Prioritize spending on the former and cut mercilessly from the latter. Create a guilt-free spending account. Set up a separate account for your guilt-free spending money and transfer a set amount into it regularly. This allows you to spend on your passions without feeling guilty. Explore ways to increase income. Brainstorm ways to earn more money, whether through negotiating a raise, starting a side hustle, or developing new skills. Remember, there's no limit to how much you can earn.
Chapter 5. Save While Sleeping. Save While Sleeping focuses on the power of automation in personal finance, demonstrating how to manage your money with minimal effort, as little as 90 minutes a month. The central idea is to set up an automatic money flow, where your income is automatically distributed to your savings, investments, and bill payments. Sethi highlights the psychological advantage of defaults and how automating your finances removes decision-making friction, making it easier to stick to your financial plan. He explains how to make your various accounts work together seamlessly to fuel your rich life, ensuring that money is consistently moving towards your goals without constant manual intervention. Notes for daily application. Automate your paycheck distribution.
If possible, set up direct deposit to automatically split your paycheck and send portions to your checking, savings, and investment accounts. Automate bill payments. Set up automatic payments for all your bills, rent or mortgage, utilities, credit cards, loans. This prevents late fees and ensures consistency. Review your automated system regularly. While the goal is hands-off, review your automated system once a month for about 15 to 30 minutes to ensure everything is working as intended and make any necessary adjustments. This keeps you informed without constant obsession.
Chapter 6: The Myth of Financial Expertise. This chapter challenges the notion that one needs to be a financial expert or rely heavily on them to get rich. Sethi argues that most experts cannot reliably predict market movements and often hide poor performance. He asserts that individual investors can outperform many professionals by sticking to simple, long-term strategies. The chapter differentiates between active and passive management, advocating for the latter, particularly through low-cost index funds, as a more effective and less stressful approach to investing. Sethi's core message here is that financial success doesn't require deep, specialized knowledge, but rather discipline and adherence to proven principles. Practical daily application. Be skeptical of hot tips and predictions. When you hear about the next big thing in investing or read headlines predicting market crashes, remember that most experts can't consistently beat the market. Stick to your long-term plan. Embrace boring investing. Focus on investing in broad market index funds or ETFs. While not as sexy as individual stock picking, this passive approach consistently delivers average market returns, which are excellent over the long term. Avoid excessive trading. Resist the urge to constantly buy and sell investments based on news or short-term market fluctuations. Frequent trading often leads to higher fees and worse returns. Chapter 7: Investing isn't only for rich people. Building on the previous chapter, this one reinforces the idea that investing is for everyone, regardless of current wealth. It delves deeper into the beauty of automatic investing and the critical importance of asset allocation, which Sethi argues is more significant than picking individual best stocks. The chapter explores concepts like the FIRE, financial independence, retire early movement, providing different perspectives on achieving financial independence. It also covers various types of stocks and bonds, guides readers on creating their own investment portfolio, and recommends target date funds as a simple, hands-off investing option. Sethi also advises against speculative, insane crypto investments, emphasizing proven long-term strategies. Notes for daily application. First, set your asset allocation. Decide on a percentage split between stocks and bonds that aligns with your risk tolerance and time horizon. Rebalance your portfolio periodically, for example, once a year, to maintain your desired allocation. Second, consider target date funds. If you want a completely hands-off approach, invest in a target date fund. These automatically adjust their asset allocation as you get closer to your target retirement date. And third, ignore speculative investments. Steer clear of trendy, high-risk investments like individual cryptocurrencies or meme stocks unless you thoroughly understand the risks and are prepared to lose all your money. Focus on diversified, low-cost index funds for your core investments. Chapter 8: How to Maintain and Grow Your System. This chapter focuses on the ongoing maintenance and optimization of your financial system once it's set up. Sethi emphasizes the importance of consistently feeding your system. The more you contribute, the more it will grow. He advises readers to ignore the noise of financial media and market fluctuations, staying disciplined with their long-term plan. The chapter covers the tricky but essential process of rebalancing investments to maintain your desired asset allocation. It also addresses nutty beliefs about taxes and when to sell investments. For high achievers, a 10-year plan is suggested, and giving back is highlighted as an important aspect of living a rich life. Practical daily application. Schedule annual financial reviews.
Once a year, set aside time to review your entire financial system. Check your asset allocation, rebalance if necessary, review your savings and investment contributions, and make sure you're still on track for your rich life. Automate increases to contributions. If you get a raise or bonus, automate a portion of that increase to go directly to your savings and investment accounts. Pay yourself first is a powerful principle for consistent growth. Stay informed, but not obsessed. Read reputable financial news sources to stay generally informed, but avoid constantly checking your portfolio or reacting to every market fluctuation. Trust your automated system and long-term strategy.
Chapter 9, A Rich Life. The final chapter brings together all the concepts to define and live a rich life, which extends beyond just money to encompass relationships, experiences, and personal values. Sethi discusses the financial aspects of common life milestones, such as managing student loans, navigating money in relationships, planning weddings, buying cars, and purchasing a first house. He delves into specific dilemmas, like whether to prioritize paying down student loans or investing, and offers advice on helping parents in debt. The chapter emphasizes open communication about money with significant others and touches on prenuptial agreements. Sethi also provides his unique "I will teach you to be rich" style for negotiating salary, smart car buying, and evaluating real estate as an investment. The chapter concludes by reiterating that a rich life involves planning for future purchases and consciously going beyond day-to-day spending. Practical daily application. Discuss finances openly with your partner. Have regular, honest conversations about money, including income, expenses, debt, and financial goals. This is crucial for a shared rich life. Negotiate your salary, always. Regularly research market rates for your position and industry. When it's time for a review or new job offer, use negotiation techniques to maximize your earning potential. Remember, there's no limit to how much you can earn. Make conscious big purchases. Before buying a car or a house, thoroughly research the market, understand all costs involved, including interest and hidden fees, and ensure it aligns with your conscious spending plan and overall rich life goals. Don't let emotions drive these major financial decisions. Invest in experiences and relationships. Remember that money is a tool to facilitate your rich life. Prioritize spending on experiences, travel, and activities that create lasting memories and strengthen relationships, rather than just accumulating material possessions.
Main idea of I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi advocates for a counterintuitive yet highly effective approach to personal finance, achieving a rich life by focusing on big wins and conscious spending rather than restrictive budgeting or obsessing over minor details. Sethi emphasizes automating financial systems, from credit card payments to investments in low-cost index funds, to ensure consistent wealth growth with minimal effort. He challenges common invisible money scripts and victim mindsets, urging readers to take proactive control of their finances by defining their personal vision of richness and strategically directing their money towards those goals. The core message is that financial success stems from disciplined, automated action and intentional choices about what truly matters, freeing up time and energy to live a fulfilling life.
If you enjoyed the content, please consider supporting the author. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe. Now, let's go to the next video.